No, I can't forget this evening or your face as you were leaving. But I guess that's just the way the story goes. You always smile, but in your eyes sorrow shows. Yes, it shows.
No, I can't forget tomorrow when I think of all my sorrow. When I had you there, but then I let you go. And now it's only fair that I should let you know what you should know. Oh, Kenley, a little bit without you. And Kenley, I can't live anymore. I can't live without you. I can't live anymore.
Whoa ha ha, whoa ha ha, whoa ha 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 ha, whoa ha ha, whoa ha ha ha, whoa ha 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 ha.
Whoa ha, whoa ha, whoa ha, whoa ha, whoa ha, whoa ha.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Blackest Show About Nothing. It's Jade and XD. I'm your host, XD, aka Hoisha. Or like they said on Abbott this week, Toisha.
Toisha?
Yeah. I'm categorically Toisha.
Toisha. I'm Jade. I don't have an AKA this week.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
But anyway, everybody, welcome back to the Blackest Show About Nothing. I hope you all had a fantastic week off without us.
Yes, I forgot.
Although you had a whole 4-hour episode to listen to, 100 Ways to Hate.
Combination of multiple hateful episodes.
Yeah, from 7 and 5 years ago, respectively. So yeah,
Yeah.
a long, long time. We've been on these internet streets for a very, very long time.
I wonder if I still hate the same shit. Probably.
Yeah.
We should revisit that in like an update. Like, do you still hate this thing? Because I almost ordered scallops. Didn't. But
Oh my gosh. When did you cross over?
No, that's strong. That's strong, which is why I didn't order them. I think hate might be strong now, though. It's like, don't love them, but, you know, depending upon the dish. So there was a scallop risotto at this restaurant.
Sounds fabulous.
And they were perfectly seared because somebody else got it. And the risotto was, you know, it looked extra creamy. And I was like, you know, I'm considering. I ended up with the snapper, but it did look good. So I was like, I don't think I hate them. That might be strong. I still consider them the testicles of the ocean. But yeah.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know there was such hate in the oceanic community. That's fine.
I'm oceanophobic.
How was your week?
Oh,
A
it
couple
was
of weeks. I
good.
know you've been
It was
busy.
busy. It's been busy. I've been working on a fan. God damn it, a fantastic. Sorry, girl. New project that I cannot wait. I'm so excited to announce to you all, but I just can't do it legally yet. So that will be coming very, very soon. So make sure you stay tuned for all of those little breadcrumbs and little things that will lead you to a wonderful, wonderful new thing.
Wonderful.
But yeah, I've been on the road, man. His friend was like, "You on a music tour?" I was like, "Man, a new hotel every other night."
Come back on the road again.
So yeah, I've been on the road. It's been good. That comes with travel and airports with other people. You saw where I swatted that man's hand with my fan. Well, I don't know if you saw it, but I swatted this white man's hand with my fan. I told Kia the other day because it was my petty feet, but I'll send it to you since you missed it.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me send this to you right now. Let you watch it in
Not
real time.
violence. Oh my gosh. Are you inciting violence?
Just a little reminder.
Just a reminder.
Sometimes you gotta instill a little act right in people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not necessarily inciting violence, more instilling act right.
Swatted that ass like a fly.
Because what the fuck were
Oh
you
my
doing?
gosh. What was he doing? Were you
Did-
in flight?
Was I what?
Were you in flight? What was happening?
We were waiting to take off. So it's
Oh.
after, you were boarding. People are still boarding. And this nigga just had his hands on I said, okay, all right.
Scram.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna let this sit for just I want to let this marinate for a little bit because I want to see how long your unawareness of self, takes action. When I tell you, it was a smooth, 3 to 5 minutes. I let it sit there because we weren't in flight, so I haven't gotten good into what I'm gonna watch yet. But I definitely let it sit there for about 3 to 5 minutes, like an unassuming fly. And then smacked it 3 times for emphasis. And he just slid it away like a little snake. He didn't look back at me or nothing. I said, no, look back at it, nigga. Look back at it. But he didn't.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Well, that sounds really eventful.
Well, it's been good. It's been good.
That's good. That's good. My last 2 weeks have been,
What's wrong, friend? Well, what happened?
I haven't done much. I was a little funk, but I started working out again, and so I'm on the mend. But I'm okay.
I knew you was in a little funk.
Oh yeah.
I could tell, but then also, so, full disclosure. So, I was talking to XD's boo on the phone about some business shit one day. He was like, encourage your friend. It's like, because he didn't work out for a couple days. Now he's down on himself. And I said, oh, he started that shit again. Okay, all right, I got you. I was like, because I was like, well, that's not really our relationship.
Yeah. No, it had nothing to do with working out. It was just, I think a lot of, I guess I'll talk about this at some point about, getting older is rough and seeing certain things happen. It's like a lot of, it's like imposter syndrome wrapped up in aging, wrapped up in other personal shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot, and it is all exasperated by aging. And you're constantly that was loud.
I know. I know.
Oh, but you're constantly bombarded with certain things, especially like mortality and stuff. With like, I go on Facebook and it's just like niggas are dying every day, and then
Let me put you onto a good podcast about death. Actually,
oh my god,
no. It's that was a bad intro.
yeah.
No, it's a podcast about death. It's called Memento Mori, or The Adventures of Memento Mori, and essentially it's this white man, and he talks about death, but from like many different aspects. Some philosophical. He had an episode where he interviewed one of the creators and writers of the Good Place. So they talked about the afterlife and like some of the philosophies behind writing that, and losing a pet, like some of that. He interviews different ones, and he's gone through training and is a chaplain. Yeah, he's a chaplain, so he talks about a lot of those experiences. But and one of the episodes he talks about ego deaths and psychedelic journeys, like just different aspects of death. And it's really, really fascinating, actually, because he interviews different ones and gets different perspectives and aspects. And I know he gets people write into him often, and he said it on the show. One of the, people ask me, after doing this show, because he's been doing this show since 2015. After doing this show, am I more comfortable with death? And the answer is no. He's like,
No, I don't think something.
but I have become more comfortable with the idea of, I know that I'm going to, and like how I would like to live my life before that happens, and certain aspects of getting comfortable with that. So it's if you're into any of that, it's a good podcast. The Adventures of Memento Mori, I think is what it's called. Mori.
Okay. I will check it out. But I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm pressing on.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't really. It's been an uneventful type of situation. Like I couldn't really go outside too because it's like El Nino or whatever the fuck. And so, but yeah. Anywho, I'm trying to think. What else is there anything else that happened? Do I have a story to share? No.
Oh, I passed the headquarters. I was in Memphis to the Bass Pro Shop. It's interesting to me that the Bass Pro Shop headquarters and giant facility in Memphis, Tennessee is shaped as a pyramid.
What a proud, special, happy day this is in the history of Bass Pro Shop. Every person that's been a part of this project, they put their heart into this, and I just salute them, and I thank them all. This truly is a dream come true.
Y'all stay stealing from niggas. I swear to God. Just stay.
That's so random. Why it's
and it's got this giant glowing green light that says Bass Pro Shop, and apparently it's got like a river in it where you can fish, and like it's fascinating. Wow. So I came across a meme the other day that said walking around the Bass Pro Shop with my hands behind my back like it's the Louvre, and I just found that to be so fitting and timing after passing the monstrosity that was that pyramid Bass Pro Shop in Memphis, Tennessee headquarters.
They've been upping their commercial game too, because this is the most Bass Pro Shop commercials I've seen in a very long time on television. I noticed that after the Super Bowl. I was like, what's going on? I don't know. It's a store.
I was like, why is there so much Bass Pro Shop in my psyche?
Yeah.
What are y'all trying to tell me? The XD got me watching Survivor. What y'all trying to tell me?
No, it's so wild because it's one of those stores like Dick's, like it's there and stuff. Like you don't necessarily need a commercial for it. It's like
it's true. It's like I'm going hiking. I need some REI shoes. I'm gonna go to Dick's. Like
It's just something that you just know as a person, but or just Bass Pro Shop if I'm going fishing. I know they sell more than that, but I just know for fishing and tackle and bait and shit, I'm going to a Bass Pro.
Is there a logo where more than just fishing? Oh, I guess not. Okay.
I don't know. I've only been inside one once,
I've never been inside a Bass Pro Shop, truth be told.
and it was the last time I went fishing, and that was in the 90s.
It just don't seem like it's a store made for it. Like,
It's not a store made. If you are dedicated to, because I went with a family friend who was older. You know, like it was on some like black man, young blood mentorship type of situation.
got you, hear you, heard you.
Yeah. So we had to go. We drove hella far to a Bass Pro Shop because I don't think there was one in San Jose, and then because we were
Were you greeted by Confederate flags?
no.
Okay,
but I
that's
do remember it was just a lot of white.
Well, they said Memphis is blue, in a sea of red. So maybe the Bass Pro
I'm sorry.
Shop.
Oh, like Atlanta, how
That's
it's
what
blue
somebody
and
told me.
everything else.
Yeah, they said Memphis is blue in a sea of red. Because when I was
That don't
telling
sound
you that,
right to me, but okay.
well, after I told you that story about, I know, especially after the current events, but I don't live there, so I'm not going to argue nobody who's from there. But after our episode last week where I was telling you about that white man talking about be careful and all that bullshit, so, I had some people writing and talking about Memphis is blue. Like, you ain't got to worry in Memphis. And I was like, okay, well, Tennessee is red, and I just definitely saw where slavery was just deemed illegal a couple months ago. So I don't, I ain't arguing from you. I ain't arguing with you. That's where you from, but girl.
Right. Y'all got bad PR.
The optics.
Yeah,
the
bad
optics
PR
are
all
optic.
Yeah. Y'all gotta change that narrative. Okay.
Yeah. I was hoping I would run into Gloria Hallelujah Woods. I was hoping, round with my twin in them. I thought I might be able to, and then if I saw her, be able to have a couple convos. Be like, girl, sister, before you get up on the internet saying anything else, here's a map, an atlas. A couple of books and my phone number. I'm here for you because feel free to run things past me. It's no problem. I root for you, queen. I root for you.
I want to run like a tutoring program for like celebrities. I'll help you learn how to read. I'll help you, I'll help you make sure you get,
whatever you need, sugar.
Yeah. It just, because there's so many people I want to succeed, but they get on the internet and they say things like Chicago is a state.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Or Las Vegas is in California.
Yeah. We can't have our young cousins out here like that because, as we learned on Abbott, they don't teach really anything. They teach their own curriculum nowadays. So we need to be community teachers, Not everybody though.
Kia is doing the good work by doing the state capitals on her Instagram stories. She's been pretty consistent with it. So, and there's a highlight on her page. So, if you have any questions and Google for whatever reason doesn't seem to be working for you, you can visit Takia's Instagram and learn all your state capitals, the longitude and latitude of where they reside and when they became part of the union. She's doing the work.
Yeah. Get your learn on. Get your learn on. Get your motherfucking
learn on. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's no shame in learning something new. And hey, you don't even have to publicly admit that you didn't know certain things. This is
what I'm saying. Gloria, hallelujah. All you got to do, I told you I'm going to slip you all those things and my phone number. Okay?
Just like, we're here to help.
Yeah. Yeah. 24/7 is queen.
Yeah. We are here to help.
Yeah.
Let's pay some bills and we'll come back.
Yep.
So as any and always, thank you for listening as you do each and every week supporting the young bulls that we are. Tune in every Friday on every place you can get your podcasts. except for SoundCloud, which we're working on and it'll be on soon. Because apparently people still use SoundCloud for listening to podcasts, and I don't want to exclude anybody, you know, because we're an exclusive, you know, type of situation here.
Yeah, but
you can't exclude the rap community. You know,
I'm like, if the girlies, I'm really tired of trying to find y'all's playlists on SoundCloud, but I still do it because that'd be the only place, and y'all be making some nasty playlists. But also, like,
I know all the good workout playlists are on SoundCloud.
I hate the interface.
Yeah,
can y'all
it's not my
convert your
favorite.
playlist to a title for me?
SoundCloud, can you guys talk to us? We have ideas because, especially for podcasting, it is definitely not the best for.
And that little thing you all got, like for people who make music, but that's how you're supposed to pause and play. Like you got to take, like you got to make this cohesive.
Yeah, you got
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know. But anywho, sign up for our Patreon. It's $9.99. It's not $5. It's not $7. It's $9.99.
If y'all are still doing that, shame.
So,
Can't you go back in and change it? Don't let these niggas get away with that.
Yeah. I mean,
We worked too hard for that, nigga.
Right.
I had to carry a microphone through the airport. Hell no. Pay the fucking $10. Pay the 10. You little cheap asses.
But anywho, that's where the true mess lives. That's where we have a whole bunch new content. We have our regular staples, Love After Lockup or Life After Lockup now. We have Handmaid's Tale, which is the final season should be out by the end of the year, from what I hear.
Oh, by the end of the year, you made it seem like it was coming soon.
Hell no, I can't.
Soon.
If it did, I'd be like, we canceling every show. I don't have the bandwidth. We got to clear shit out for Handmaid's Tale. White Roots, that's a lot of fucking shit.
White Roots, yeah, but we have all our past White Roots recaps. Up next, coming right now, Survivor. We're doing Survivor recaps as well as Life After Lockup. You got your 90 Day Fiance, which is also fully on YouTube. So make sure you tune into and subscribe to the Jaden XD YouTuberverse. And I think that's it.
It is. Let's take a break, which is, just enough time for you to, take a tinkle or, wash your hands.
Flush your toilet as loudly as Tristan just did. It's no problem.
And we'll be back. Hit it, Grammy-winning Claude Kelly.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
For me, going to a casting director workshop for someone who maybe casts Grey's Anatomy, it's not going to work for me because they're looking for actresses who look like they can play a doctor or maybe a nurse.
It is Oscar season.
Ooh, and it's Women's History Month.
And it's Women's History Month. We decided to celebrate and honor some of our favorite blackstresses and give them some, give them their flowers. Some that already give their flowers or some that may not,
Yes.
Angela Bassett did the thing. They set her up. They set that little girl up.
Who?
Yeah, see, the girl that won the Academy Award last year for West Side Story, and then she went to the BAFTAs and she did that whole rap about women.
I did
and she
not
was
see
like,
that.
Angela Bassett.
Send me the link.
Solid Wells, we love After Sun. Georgia, Helene, Blue Jeans, the one. Elena, Maya, the teamwork's grand. Good luck to you, Katie Brand. Electric Melody.
For you to be on the internet.
I told you
are
what I'm
not
on the internet for. To look at Big Dyke NYC reels, and threads, and Adrienne Marie Brown threads. That is why I am on the internet, and to post and promote whatever I'm working on so niggas will make sure to tune in. And outside of that, Nigga, I be washing clothes for like swatting white men's hands on my flights. I be busy. I don't know all this stuff.
Okay, that's fair. I don't have it saved, or I don't really like things, but well, I don't really put like. I like things on TikTok, but that's mainly for recipes. But I don't like liking things on on Twitter because I know it clogs up other people's feeds.
Wait, what?
Which is dope. You know how like sometimes when you can see other people's likes and it comes up in your main feed, and I hate that.
You can't turn that off?
And I don't. I figured out a way, but it's a way to filter this shit. It's like a code. But but I just know for other people it's a little difficult. So I try not to do that. And also, y'all don't need to know what I like.
I know what happens if you like support and it just shows up.
I mean, they have bookmarks for that, but still, it's like, what if that shit gets exposed too? You never know. Since Elon Musk, you know, he's running Twitter on like
with his feet,
hamster wheels. Yeah, so like, absolutely not.
Do you know I had a cab driver in, was it a cab driver? Oh no, the man at the rental car company. One of them cities, he was like, you heard what Elon Musk is doing with Tesla? And and I leaned in and I said, I don't give a fuck about nothing Elon Musk is doing. Mm-hmm. Shut his ass right on up. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Well, we were in a Tesla the other day. I forgot where we were going somewhere. Picked us up, and when I tell you he hit the biggest pothole, and you know, Teslas are nothing but like fiberglass and a math equation.
Oh,
so
yeah, they like a castle mattress on wheels.
Yeah. When I tell you he hit it, everything like shut down, and it came like quick. It was like,
you see?
Flash, like blink. Remember like in Jurassic Park where the shit came out, it was flickering? It was like that, and I was like, oh.
It don't frighten you. You know, listen, we know the man didn't make the car. The man invested in the company. But I'm just saying.
I don't. Listen, it was. Them hoes aren't safe. And also, they're very small. So, like, you know, I'm up here. People talk shit about Priuses or whatever in LA, but them motherfuckers are spacious on the inside.
They are. They're like possums.
Teslas. Yeah. Teslas, not so much.
So here's my thing with Tesla. First of all, I don't like opening the doors. Like, these handles are stupid as
It's
every
weird.
motherfuck. Second of all, you get inside of a Tesla and it feels like you are in a ward of an insane asylum. It is empty and hollow, and it's a big giant computer, and that's it. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. It feels cold and sterile. I don't like a Tesla.
They're not my favorite. Oh yeah, Teslas aren't safe, friends.
No,
Like, I know. And before you all like, I have a Tesla, and these are my experiences. I don't know what to tell you.
Nah, I'm good.
A Tesla Model S Plaid burst into flames earlier this week while the owner was driving it, just 3 days after delivery. The driver's attorney says the driver was initially not able to get out of the car as the locks malfunctioned, and he had to force his way to the door.
Anywho, I'm very excited for Angela Bassett's win at the Oscars. I hope she takes it.
Now, what's she supposed to take it for?
For the Black Panther 2 film.
Oh, that's right. Still haven't seen that.
I haven't either.
What? Are we bad black people?
We're not movie people.
Maybe that's what it is.
I'm not.
Like, I'm not quick to run to the theater for stuff.
Me either. And I don't like going to the movies. Like, I don't like... the experience doesn't please me anymore. Like, not since...
The Contagion? You know, because it already was... I was hesitant before that. And then...
Well, you know, they like to shoot people in movie theaters.
That was... And that's
Aurora,
exactly
Colorado.
why. Ever since Colorado, your girl has always been like...
Yeah. Exactly. So therefore, I gotta go to indie shits where I know they're not gonna shoot up no artsy people because
hopefully
no one cares about them. So anyway,
I don't know what they do.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know which black actress I have come to enjoy? She's a new black actress. I figured I'd start off with some of the young girls. Ayo Edebiri. And I don't know if I'm saying that last name right. She was the young lady who was in The Bear.
My shoes are blindingly white. I don't know if you can see them. I was afraid of what teenagers would say online if they saw my regular sneakers. So I bought them 1 hour ago. I wish I wasn't like this, but I am.
Yeah. And she's also playing, whose sister? Oh, she's Janine's sister on Abbott.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like her. She's funny.
Yes, I enjoy Ayo. Like, she's a good one. But you already know who my good young queen is in Hollywood.
Quinta.
Zendaya.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Carrying HBO on her shoulders.
What? Carrying HBO on her bike. Like, your girl is working. She's in the Spider-Man. I've never seen it, but I root for her. And Euphoria, which, are you ever going to watch that show? If I have to watch Survivor, I feel like you have to watch Surviving.
And you know what? You know what's interesting? This morning, we were talking about how Zendaya has been carrying HBO on her back. And I was like, you know what? Maybe we should try watching Euphoria.
Please.
I tried. I'm going to try the first episode. I'm going to get through the first episode. I'm not committing to a whole season because it's a lot. But if it's good, I will continue on.
Suddenly, the whole world goes dark, and nothing else matters but the person standing in front of you.
I'm envious of your generation. You guys don't care as much about the rules.
They're just reaching for something.
You're going... It is good. It's good. I'm good. While you have, and I think we should cover it just because I want this the same way you are so elated to see me watch Survivor. I'm so elated for you to watch Surviving because that's what Euphoria is called in my mind. Like, what the fuck? So I want a live and direct report. So I think you should be held accountable through this medium of Jaden XD.
Fine.
Like, I think we should watch the first 5 episodes, season 1, talk about it. Second 5, talk about it. And then season 2. Because I am ready to... I'm so ready for you to watch this.
Fine, I will watch. I'm not taking notes on it because we do enough. I'm gonna watch it pure. I'm gonna give you my thoughts.
Yeah, and I'll watch it like when you finish the first 5. I'll watch the first 5. When you start the first 5, I'll start them, and when you finish the first 5, then we'll regroup. We're gonna do it like a book club.
I could tell you when I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start them on March 13th. That's when I'm gonna start them.
Okay, that's random, but okay.
Well. Yeah.
No, that's perfect because I'll be back in town then, and then we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well, I'll watch it before then because I know you'll be here, and then we can talk about it and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I almost want to live watch the first episode with you.
We can make it happen. You let the audience know, and we can make it happen. We can make it a thing.
All right, we'll let you all know in the next couple days when I get my schedule. Who you got? Who you got on your ladies in Hollywood, black ladies in Hollywood list?
I adore her, and she's fairly new to Hollywood. And I think she's doing amazing things, and she will continue to do amazing things. But Janelle James, from
my
Abbott
girl.
Elementary.
I don't like wiggers. I don't like progressives, liberals. You know what I mean? Ugh. If I date a white dude, I want to ruin your family. You know? What's the point? I've lived a
Janelle James. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's a hoot. She's funny. She's, she doesn't do like transphobic auntie comedy.
No, not at all. Actually, she does not do problematic auntie humor, and
That's also Samora's new special on Netflix. Like it was all good until it's like transphobia.
Oh, come on, some more. Like you had a good place in our hearts for so long.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
They always do. The aunties always revert.
That's unfortunate. It's not, and the thing about it is, it's not even necessary.
No.
Like it's not even necessary for them to do. Hold on, because.
All right. But yeah, I feel like Janelle James is doing really great things. She hosts this other game show.
Yes.
I think she's great. Yeah, I think she's great, and I think she's going to do great things. And her hair, she has like Latifah stylist or something because the hair is always.
Let me tell you how it be laid. Her stylist has got her on point. Like Janelle, and I love how quickly she's rising. I think that's really dope to see. When you see somebody, especially somebody who been around the neighborhood and different local events and stuff like that, to see them actually rise to the occasion and get their just due as talent. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that for her. Another person I love for that is Michaela MJ Rodriguez. I wanted to be sure that the girls were going to get some good roles after Pose, and so I was delighted to see her play the role of Maya Rudolph's assistant on Loot.
You know, it's hard to not break when you have the iconic Maya Rudolph in the space, when you have Nat. They are hilarious. And it's just hard to just like not break character when they're telling you certain things or when they're in the character and they're just being funny. It's hard.
Now, my girl's not the best actress in the world. But I root for her, and I love seeing people get different opportunities. So I root for her. I like her.
Yeah. I think she well deserved.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that sometimes not everybody needs to be. Sometimes spaces are created just for those specific types of people, and not in that I'm not singling her out or anything, but I mean like people who are like not necessarily the best. They're not the Meryl Streeps of the world or the Viola Davises or whatever. But like there's a space for like new actors to show their chops.
Absolutely,
and I'm glad Pose provided that, and I'd hope that it's always the thing, like, when you earn an Emmy on a show and then you expect them to be like, was this really good for, were they really great acting, or did they earn this Emmy for this particular moment, for this particular thing? You know what I mean? But I am excited for her to see where she goes and representing the trans community
Absolutely.
all the way.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Lord.
Oh, no. She's not bad at all. It's actually, I'm quite surprised that I'm going to mention her. Because I thoroughly enjoy her. And over the years, I thought I had other opinions of her. But her in her later years, and especially seeing her on the internet, has made me like her a lot. And it's Halle Berry.
Oh, she is a delight.
Yeah. She is a hoot on the internet. She is. She's not who and what made me really, really like her was Hot Ones. And
yes,
I was like, oh, just because she had all these white men or whatever, that's just a different thing. I can't combat. That's different. But she's very black.
Yeah, no, Halle Berry is like is very black. Is very black, and I enjoy it. She is funny.
She's with Van Hunt.
Yeah,
love him.
And they seem to have a very happy and healthy and loving relationship.
Healthy.
They stand for each other. I love it.
And it takes a while to you got to get to a certain age to get past all the bullshit and you really realize
And I got to take accountability. I gotta take accountability because that nasty misogyny. It seeps into all of our. It has seeped into all of our psyches, and as we unlearn, I have to take accountability for making terrible Halle Pussy.
Oh yeah,
Halle Berry
broken pussy jokes.
But in the past, but when you experience life, I know this is not getting grown, but when you experience life, you know what I'm saying. You be like, all right, you know what, that was childish. I have to take accountability for that. But people have to go through things sometimes, and sometimes that comes with a slew of the wrong partners. And then you find the right one if you want one, because sometimes you just don't want one, and that's okay too.
No.
And I just want to publicly take accountability for my, for being dumb in the past and making dumbass comments.
Same. Hey.
Happens to the best of us.
We grow and we learn and we move on.
Another queen.
Let's take a break first.
Oh, yeah. Let's take a break. Yes. Hello.
And we'll hit you back after these messages. Hit a club.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Their project, because it's not SAG, they don't want to work with SAG actors. So they're only looking for non-union actors to work on this project because they don't want to deal with the whole contract thing and the union situation. So
And we're black. Talking about black women in Hollywood.
In Hollywood. Did you see who's the new Tinkerbell? There's a new
First
Peter
of all,
Pan movie coming out.
I just learned about that yesterday, that there's a new Peter Pan film coming called, Peter and Wendy?
Peter and Wendy, yeah.
Yeah, I see that Wendy's black?
No. I don't think so. Actually, I don't know. I don't think so, though.
So then who's it?
The new Tinkerbell is Yara Shahidi.
Oh!
Yara Shahidi's going to play Tinkerbell in the new Peter and Wendy movie. We didn't see any previews of like her talking, because I was wondering what that was going to sound like.
Yeah, because Tinkerbell doesn't talk.
No, Tinkerbell talk. Well, Tinkerbell doesn't talk in the Disney version.
She talked in
Hook when Julia Roberts played her.
Yeah, that's because they paid her.
I know. Julia Roberts said, "Bitch, you are not gonna put me in here as Tinkerbell, and I don't get to open this big old yap."
Yeah. So I'm sure she speaks in this film too.
I think so. I'm sure they would have her speaking. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. They may not.
Disney is real tight with their trailers and information because we still know very little about that little.
Because when is that motherfucking movie coming out?
No clue.
Look, because Disney is over here like a Dolce and Gabbana or whatever you're dating. It's fucking with the brand.
N-word.
Yum nigga word, Twitter boy, NBA, ASAP.
Yeah, ASAP Coon Monkey.
They were like, now hold on here, Disney princess.
Yeah.
we will stop this whole shit.
Okay.
And I'm ready to see her. I'm ready to see Ariel come out. I'm ready to see Halle play Ariel. And I do need her to get away from this young nigga.
But I was reading on Twitter and I happen to agree. When we were 21 and 20, that age, we were messing around with niggas we had no business.
Let me explain. Yes. Yes. Also, I agree with that. But it goes along. I think that goes right along with the girls who are out here saying, well, y'all wasn't telling Jada or whoever the fuck that they were too good to deal with him. So why are you black women are not you? Shut the fuck up. I wasn't a Disney princess at 21.
Yeah.
Okay? Did I deal with raggedy niggas? Yes. Was I a Disney princess with a multi-million-dollar contract on the line? No. And I would hope that if I was, somebody would come and snatch my little ass up and say, get it the fuck together before you lose this whole shit.
Because I'm all for like being young and making mistakes, but I'm also like, how do I say this without being mean?
Make your mistakes privately. Get you a raggedy nigga in private who don't like the internet. There are plenty of niggas in East Austin who don't have Instagrams. Go get you one of them. Go get you a nigga from the Bronx who ain't never heard of Twitter. Like, go get you one of those if you want to have some mistakes in your 20s.
If you need to get a roughneck, I get it. You know,
That's not the problem.
You know,
it's this young man who is out here trying to become the next Sugar and Spice. That is the problem.
It's because the new young everybody Gen Z is the they to me. So whatever. So they are because they're all fluid. Because I be watching these shows on the flicks and the Hulu, and they're all all the young people. All the young people are just they just fluid and into each other. Because I watched.
But what does them being fluid have to do with them being raggedy and?
Well, what I'm trying to say is the fact that they all are hyper focused on self,
self and fame.
Yeah, self and fame, and
bad combo.
That's how. Yeah, it's currency. It's how people make their money because nobody wants, like a traditional 9-to-5 because people have glorified, entrepreneurship, But,
No, some of y'all niggas got to be mailmen. Like, some of y'all got to be garbage men. Somebody's got to still learn how to fix the refrigerators.
I know, but they just hyper focus on fame, and so they're not, I also have another thought because I know that we talk about Gen Z a lot as we get older and the younger generations, but I'm like, who are their parents? Because those are the people that we need to blame. Because I'm like, who? Okay, then
everybody
we need
who
to
had
have
a baby fat jacket on.
Then we need to have a serious conversation with us.
We do.
Yes.
Be like, bitch.
We need to have a town hall, a millennial town hall.
But do we though? Actually, because when I think about it, I'm like, you was up in class.
No,
it was 8:30 in the morning. And you was eating Cheetos and Sour Patch Kids. Like,
it's never too late to course correct, Jay.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? I feel like
I don't agree. I think some niggas just be lost forever.
No, didn't you just say you were gonna volunteer at Atlas and your phone number to Glorilla?
I did. And she's young and she still has the capability of shift. But some of these old niggas who set in their ways and they lost are going to be wandering for the rest of their days. And I'm going to be realistic about that. I'm not setting my expectations up for them to grow and learn. No. Set myself up for all that disappointment.
Yeah, it's so much easier to do that.
Some people can grow and learn, and some niggas are just destined to be wanderers.
See, look at you being a part of the problem.
No, nigga, I'm just not a part of the solution.
My girl.
Woo, shit. You know who I'm ready to see a little bit more of? Michaela Cole.
We are celebrating the fact that I have been honored to be on the cover of US Vogue.
US Vogue,
which is mad. They asked me how I wanted to celebrate, and I thought...
Chewing gum, I may destroy you.
Chewing gum, yes.
I'm ready to see some more Michaela Cole. I like how she just pop out on niggas.
For whatever reason, when you said Michaela, I thought of Michaela from How to Get Away with Murder, the black girl on there. And I was like, yeah, whatever happened to her? She was so sickening.
You know I ain't never
I forget her name. I know you never watched that show. But when you see her, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I know her. She's been in stuff. But whatever happened to her? That's how I am with most things on television. I'd be like, ooh, they be in stuff.
Unless they've been in stuff I ain't never seen before. They'd be like, oh, that's the girl from Harlem. And I'm like, oh, I watched one episode of that, and it wasn't about Harlem, so
I've never.
It was.
I'm gonna
but
sit
it
down and watch every show, at least one episode of every show that my timeline talks about. I've yet to see Harlem, and I know who's on it. Like, I think the Jerry girl, the bald-headed girl named Jerry, I think she's very funny and talented and pretty. And I think Megan Good is on it.
Oh, Megan Good's on Harlem? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then they're sisters with Erica Alexander and something else.
That's not the one with Yaya, is it?
Okay. I don't know who is she. I thought she was on that uppity Negro Fox show. So is she on another show too?
No, I seen a show or one episode of a show. Yaya was on. Respeto. She was on this show where she was a sister to another black girl, and they went to the ocean to give some offerings. I don't know if I. Or maybe they went to go be sad. I can't remember. But and let me tell you something. You know what? While we're here, Tyra is an evil ass bitch who deserves the depths of hell, because the way she had production paint Yaya as this hateful ass, militant ass creature or America's Next Top Model, and I went back and saw a couple clips, and I was like, Tyra is she's an asshole for what she allowed them people to do to Yaya on that show. When they had Yaya, when they told Yaya she was being defensive because she didn't want to wear the kente hat. And then they gonna say, "Oh, you look like you're going to ride a giraffe in Africa." I said, "How the fuck did this shit slide?" Like,
that's because Tyra. We're supposed to be celebrating black women.
We are celebrating black women. We're celebrating Yaya and the way they did her dirty on America's Next Top Model. And Tyra, no, we're holding you account. You should pay for your war crimes, because we're uplifting all of the black women that you shit on for seasons upon seasons upon seasons. You told black girls to close their gap. You did all kinds of hateful ass motherfucking shit. So we can absolutely uplift the black women that she burned at the cross, or allowed other people in the fashion world to burn at the cross. No, Tyra, and then you gonna go and have a white baby? Get the fuck out of here. No, like, I'm not. No.
So in my head, I was counting down for you to. I was counting down. I was like, how long is it going to take?
Because they gonna tell me, they said Tyra adopted a baby or whatever the fuck, and I said, okay, let me go. Tyra finally got. What? She had that baby?
Yeah, I think that's her. I think she had the child.
So she just went and had a white baby. I'm sorry. I know you can't.
Yeah,
and this no shade to all my girlies listening who got white babies, because some of y'all do. But I thought Tyra chose a white baby.
I don't know his words.
I don't either. Because I follow this one comedian on Instagram. She got a white baby, but her baby cute as hell, and that lady is funny. Do you hear me? Funny. Her name's Amber, and did you see this thread of these two black girls going back and forth about glass Tupperware?
Yes, because the girl that stole it, Pyrex sent her free Pyrex. She was like, and I just keep stealing, bitch.
She was like, girl. She was like, and she was me. You ain't never getting this back. What? But I appreciate her, because she be talking to her white husband in her very black manner, and I'm like, that's how you have a white baby. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. And her baby's cute. Her baby is, cute as hell. I'm not gonna hold you. But I thought Tyra went and made, willful choices to go. I thought she adopted a white baby.
I could be wrong. I wanted to say that she was pregnant, but I don't want to, I don't want to be, that person.
Okay.
Spread
misinformation. Yeah, I don't. Me neither.
Let me look up Tyra Banks.
Well, while we sitting up here talking
also
about,
known as Banks, Banx, No one has called her
Nobody
that
has ever called her that ever in life.
No
As a matter of
one,
fact,
like,
that Raggedy
ever.
Bitch's production company's name was Tie Tie Baby when we was first watching America's Next Top Model. So please get the fuck. And you was always
Yeah.
trying to show us how down you was and making references to higher learning and all kinds of shit. Girl, bye. Tyra's a
So-
hateful ass bitch.
She had Banks dated Norwegian photographer Eric Asla during the 2010s, and in January 2016, they had a biological son born via surrogacy.
Oh, okay, so she used her blood. Okay. I was because
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Yeah, she did. It was.
Well, you were still hateful to black women for years upon years, and for that, you will pay what you owe.
There's like comps on this channel I watch on YouTube called Offensive Tea, and it's hilarious. They do a whole bunch of shows, but they went through like a bunch of A&TM's ridiculous runways. Like he had them walking down in like this bubble down the runway, but then like they fell, and so like there wasn't a water. It was just so much.
No,
she
like
had
it was
them-
Survivor. It was Survivor.
It really was. It really was.
No, it was. It was.
Tyra, RuPaul, Jeff Probst, all the same.
Yeah. She said you have to earn these eyelashes.
Dig. Oh, you have to. Jeff. One of Jeff's phrases is dig deep, and you hear that a lot. Like dig deep.
Should they ever cuss him out?
They'll tell him to shut up, but he'll give it right back to him.
Oh, that would be better. Shut the fuck up, Jeff.
That happens, but then he'll read them down too. This be like if you ever get bored and look up Sassy Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Sassy Jeff gets them right together.
Okay.
But also the contestants will be like, shut the fuck up.
Let me see what his background is, because I'm like, what did Jeff Paul do before he hosted Survivor?
Purple Kelly, what do you think should be done with your torch? You guys are quitters.
I think it should be snuffed too.
All right, so I'll snuff your torches, but we're going to keep them here.
Let's see. Hold on. Jeff Survivor.
Go check out our Survivor series on Patreon.
Ooh,
I love how the show just adapts to anything and everything.
This is a scary looking white man, I tell you.
Oh, Jeff. And the thing is, like, because when he was younger, I don't know, he's aging oddly. I don't know.
Oh, he was a little odd looking when he was younger, too. Okay, let's see.
He's like a standard issue white man to me.
I guess you're right. Maybe it's this hair. He has a middle part. That's weird.
It's the hair that be fucking
Why
me up
he
each
got a
season.
middle part?
Yeah. I wish he went back to the short hair.
Okay, he wants to. Okay, I don't care about that. But how did he get Survivor though? Oh, okay. He worked hard to get a meeting with the series creator because he believed the show was something special.
Mm-hmm.
The tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. And that's when they put their blood out.
Right.
I was wondering
Oh
what
my
his
goodness.
background was in. Okay. Somebody I had never heard of before. We watched this movie, and while she, was playing somebody different in this. Nah, she was Roof Nigga.
Playing different people, I find that extremely, energizing. There's an element of that delicious feeling of disappearing into something else, into a different world. It's a bit like Alice in Wonderland.
Ruth Nega.
What else she been in?
Stuff.
I do want to see her in more stuff outside of Passing.
Like she was in Preacher, that show.
What's that?
It was on AMC.
It was good?
Yeah, the problem with AMC, you know how like there's shows that are like really good, but they're on really odd, obscure channels.
Yeah.
Like The Walking Dead used to be so and Walking Dead and like Breaking Bad used to be odd because it'd be like this shit is on AMC. And I don't get why Same thing with Mad Men. Like, it was on AMC.
But
and
Mad Men makes
like,
sense to be on. I thought it was on FX. No, I guess it was on AMC, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
but this is before they started charging for it. Now it's so obscure or whatever. But anywho, I think I watched maybe one episode because I like that type of stuff. But,
Okay.
But yeah, Ruth Negga, you know, she cool.
I also want to see Jodie Turner-Smith in more stuff because she's so pretty.
I always text my mum because she wants to know what the outfit was. She needs a picture of the outfit. And I'm the worst. I never send pictures. And she's like, do I really have to look for pictures of you on the internet? You know how it is with fashion.
That's the lady who was on that terrible movie. What's it called? Swift and Wind. What was the damn movie called?
There's a lot of terrible movies.
The movie with Daniel Kaluuya.
Nope.
No.
Or Get Out.
No.
Or
the movie where wait, was that Daniel Kaluuya?
I see.
The movie, it was not good. The movie, but it was pretty. Not Moonlight.
Oh, Queen and Slim.
Yes, that's what I called it. Swift and Wind. Trying to think of
with fucking Zendaya.
No, with the Mandela. No, yes, Queen and Slim. That's the main girl from Queen and Slim.
Oh, okay.
I think she's married to the boy from Dawson's Creek.
Oh, yes. I know who you are. Pacey's wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I hate the fact
she
that
proposed to him.
Yes, she did.
Oh,
she did. And she went on the internet and said, you know, fuck you, hater.
Okay, well.
I proposed to my man, grow up.
Okay, well, fuck me. But girl, no, it's...
And everybody was like, girl, hey, nobody needed to know. Listen, Kaya said, if you ain't put your pussy on the internet, then we wouldn't have license to talk about it.
I'm like... You went and willfully told everybody you proposed to a white man.
We would never know.
You proposed
we just know
to
you
a
was
white
with Pacey from Dawson's Creek. That's it. We didn't even to know your love journey.
We knew y'all was having a baby. We knew all of that.
Yeah, like give us the basics, right? We didn't. It's not like y'all went on Black Love on OWN and told us the story. Like you were just like nobody. Hey, I proposed to my white husband.
My white nigga.
Like, bro, have some. This is what celebrities lack self-awareness.
They do. May I never because.
Yeah, I don't want to be like. At what point? Like, how much money do I have to be, or how much of a creative do I have to be that disillusioned?
Child, for me to sit up here,
You know what I mean?
let me defend why I proposed to a white man.
Yeah,
no,
propose to a man. Period. But that's
another conversation. But
listen, I keep up misogynistic stereotypes sometimes. Damn it.
When it comes to that, I do.
Yeah, when it works for my girls in their favor, shit.
You guys are not progressive. We ain't right
Hell
here.
nah.
Right here, we
This is
stuck.
for you.
We up here, we stuck.
Yes.
Because
this is for feminism.
I'm not proposing to no nigga. What I look like? No, nigga.
Yes.
You want to marry me? You tell me, nigga, or we about to be partnered. Like, like I'm not proposing. I'm not
you are on your knees. Get up.
Get up.
That's anti-feminism.
Get up, bitch.
Get up.
Ooh, what's funny is that we just had an episode on masculinity and femininity on Getting Grown, and I didn't even think about this, but I'm like, I think I'm about to take this back to the table.
You see what I mean?
Progressive
When it comes to
in all areas of masculinity, femininity, you know, the stereotypes, how those have been toxic and except I'm not proposing to no nigga. Not.
Listen, toxic materials keep wheels moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some of them. Yeah. Greases them like WD-40, okay?
Exactly.
Who I'm sure was made by a Trump supporter. But it still makes sure that my door hinges don't squeak. So...
Again, not being a part of the solution has its perks.
Or the problem. We're terrible people.
Awful.
You know we cannot leave without talking about the young queen who is making strides, waves, giant splashes in the industry. Marsai Martin.
I'd say to speak up and use your voice. I think in our teenage years, those are very crucial times that we should use our voice more and understand our mental health. As we go through this weird transition of child to adulthood, so I say...
What the fuck? Simone? Is that it?
No, I was like Simone, like the drag queen Simone.
That's what I Simone.
Oh, yeah.
Marsai Martin.
But Marsai. Yeah, it's Marsai Martin.
That's Simone and her Cash App commercials. I root for Queen, but that's... she's not in Hollywood yet.
She was in a movie. She was in that white gay movie that they guilted us for not watching.
What white gay? No, what? The one about the bros?
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to watch no white bros.
Or it's either that she was in that one or the Asian one that they guilted us into not watching.
What Asian one? Which one was that?
The one with Joe Kim. They went to Fire Island. It was another gay film.
Let me tell you something. They didn't invite us. They didn't want us at the party. So don't ask to come to the party if they didn't ask you to come to the party.
That's my thing about like inclusion. When people be like, I want a seat at the table. I
don't actually, I have no desire to eat over there whatsoever.
I want my own fucking table.
Why? Like, I don't want to eat over there. I don't want to eat with you. I'm careful about who I break bread with. I don't want to sit at your table. Your table is boring and your conversation sucks.
I'm sorry, this is totally a side note. So I was watching TikTok and there's this guy who does like what happens when you have to split the bill with your friends. And so he did like what happens if you're at the Last Supper. And he was like, so he's like calculating the tab. He was like, Jesus. Every time you turn a bottle of water into wine, they charge us, okay? So he was like, give me your card.
Can you imagine if Jesus was like, I only ordered iced tea.
Yeah. And then so the fake waitress was like, you know, like you can only have, is a 2-card max. And so the guy was like, do you guys have Bible Pay?
Not Bible Pay.
Yeah. I was like,
that's cute.
So funny.
That's cute. That's funny.
But anywho,
but Marsai Martin. Yeah, Miss Mamas is first of all, she turned 18, and I'm trying to not be that auntie where I'm, but you know the world is just so niggas is sick, so I'm like, oh, but she's
Marcus Houston,
Marcus fucking
nasty,
Houston,
disgusting human being.
What the fuck is wrong with you? That was a child. She was a child.
Mm-hmm. It is still one, too.
Yeah, I was about to say, because her prefrontal cortex is still not developed.
Not developed. It is mush.
But I'm really proud of Marsai Martin, if you could say that about somebody that you don't know, for all that she's doing. She created her own production company. Miss Mamas is everywhere, and she is having a good time with life. I love to see it. And she's got amazing, grounded parents who make sure that she don't lose her damn mind, and I love it.
Mm-hmm. My last one is a treat. She is somebody new, and I think she's been in a couple movies now, and she is going to be a force. Her name is Demoria, but you may know her as Cornbread the Snack.
Oh, yes! I'm so happy for Demoria because she feels complete.
Comfortable in her skin.
Yeah, I love seeing her. I think that's a perfect. I don't even want to come after that. I'm so happy for her.
Cornbread is the mother taking snack. Then I drop like a meal. Talk with you with a real pussy feel. Season 14, you know that deal like ever. Beach face, big thick to the slim waist. Is you hungry? Ding ding, I'm burned.
She don't need to even go on the show no damn more. I hope she don't.
No.
You know.
I mean, she can. She can come on.
Because it would just tarnish everything. Because if she doesn't win, then it'd be tarnish everything. You know what I mean? Like, just like I don't want Candy to go back. Not because she wouldn't be good, but it's just like I feel like just like if Mistress doesn't win, I don't want her to go back on All Stars. They're too good for that.
But like Shay came back for All Stars and Monet came back for All Stars.
Mm-hmm. They did.
Oh. Well.
There's nothing wrong with that. But I just feel like their stories set them up for All Stars. I don't think these queens set them up for All Stars.
You don't think Cornbread hurting herself set her up to come back and like really be able to?
We've seen that story though. We saw it with Eureka. We saw it with Victoria Scone. We even saw it with Victoria Green when she had COVID.
But I'm saying not using it as a story, but just because it was incomplete. Like once she left, we just didn't get to see her do. But then I don't know.
It was way more.
If she wanted to do drag, I would like to see her.
The problem is, and you know where they lost me, why I know she didn't need to do? Because even the winner of that season was like, I wouldn't have won if you didn't break your ankle.
And got her tattooed.
You see what I mean? Like, that's how you know she's that valuable in the community. And she was great on Hocus Pocus too.
Yes. You know what? You're right. Like, she doesn't need to go back to All Stars. She was in Hocus Pocus too. I need to watch that again.
Yeah, like even Catherine and Jimmy tried to get her on Drag Race, even though she didn't know that she was already been on Drag Race. So it was just like she don't need it. She's good. She is talented, and I can't wait to see more of her. And she is a troll on Twitter. She is funny.
Oh, she is. Oh, I need to follow Cornbread on Twitter. Mm-hmm. I don't be on there enough to know how I'll go though. I will end with this one quick because we did a lot of. I wanted to make sure I highlighted a lot of the newer girls. I know even with our playlist, I love to feature the aunties, but I wanted to highlight some of the newer girls with this. But if we have to put a classic Black actress on here who is continues to be greatness in everything that she does, and we want to send all the love from JDNXD. And I know that she is in the process of healing, but Regina King.
And the Oscar goes to Regina King.
Regina King. She will always be one of my favorites and has continued to be a mainstay with us since 227. Okay?
Yes.
Brenda. Okay? Brenda. Like,
Brenda Jenkins.
We've been rocking with Regina King. We still gonna be rocking with Regina King. And I know this is not something that she is ever going to be fully healed from. But I will always be happy to see Regina King on my screen when she feels comfortable to be back in that position.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's into today's episode.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening and sticking around with our nonsense and mayhem. We'll see you all next week on a brand new episode. Until next time.
Bye.
Yes, we're moving on.